little taste of some melodic shredding there. We've got the nice melody lines going there, right? We're telling a story with our guitar solos, which is something I really want you to think about. But we've also got some fast picking in there as well. So I want to break this down. We'll go over this note for note real quick. You have the tabs and the backing tracks if you're part of my Guitar Academy, the Jason Stallworth Guitar Academy. So make sure you download those. If you'd like to learn more about what I offer on my Guitar Academy, please check the links in the description after you watch this video here. So this is the solo without the tracks. This is kind of what it sounds like here. Is we're starting out on the 11th fret, okay, of the G string here, and we're gonna go 11, then 9, and then back to 11, and we're gonna do that bend. We're gonna bend up to what would be the 12th fret note. Okay, sort of a little back and forth. And what's cool about just this little piece right here is we're just taking a few notes. We're not really playing that much at all, right? Now, before we move forward, and I'm going to put the tabs up as we get a little bit deeper into this. I will play through this and put the tabs up for you. We'll break that down. But just a couple of things I want to point out here and things I want you to think about as you're playing and writing, more importantly, writing your own guitar solos, is we're not just playing the notes. We're not just going... Right, we're not doing that. I know sometimes we do that when we're figuring things out. It's like, okay, what are we doing? And then we add the finesse to it after the fact. That's fine. But I just want you to be aware that we're not just playing notes. We're really wanting to fill those notes. We're wanting these notes to tell a story. I want these notes to tell your story. Like when you're writing a guitar solo, you're telling a story. What is the story? Like, what's the story behind this? We go deeper than just playing notes, okay? So how to do that from the technical side is just add your own vibrato to it, do some bending and some of the slides, just kind of throwing things in like that. Like, watch this. Just a little hint of vibrato here and there. And, you know, different people will do their vibrato differently. I've even had people say, you do your vibrato wrong. Well, newsflash, there's not really a wrong or right way to do this. There's only the way that works for you. So I want you to know that going forward, right? So in any case, we're here on the 11th fret G string. Okay, we're also adding some slides in there as well. Now the next piece, and then I'll throw up the tabs for this this first half here, right? The next piece, we're doing some little speed picking, and it's like a chromatic scale almost. Okay, and we're still in the G string here. Okay, we're on the frets 14, 13, 12. Then we do like a hammer-on pull-off on 11 and 12 there. The reason I'm doing this is because the rhythm guitar is doing like a chromatic thing as well. So I'm sort of like matching that with the lead pattern. And this is a strategy that I want you to think about when you're playing guitar solos. Sometimes you're like, man, you know, I can't really figure out what to play, what fits with that rhythm part, because there's maybe some notes, a lot of notes within that rhythm part. Well, hey, just take that opportunity to maybe play the same thing the rhythm guitar is doing in that one little section, but of course you're playing it an octave or 2 octaves higher. And that can be a way to kind of like tell the story with a different twist. It's like, okay, we've got this cool melody going while the rhythm's doing something different. It all fits. But then both guitars come in and like kind of match one another. But again, you're at an octave or 2 higher, right? So here's that first part. We'll throw up the tabs to this point, okay? Now the second half of the solo, I like to kind of break this up into bite-sized chunks. Now I'm hungry. Are you hungry? We'll go eat after this, okay? But the second part of the solo, we start on the G string 11th fret again, but we're going to do something a little different this time. We're going to continue telling a similar story, but we're going to change things up a bit. So this time we're playing this. So going from that first part into the next part, part 2 here, we're still on the 11th fret G string. We kind of stay there, right? So let me play through this real quick, and then this will all come together, okay? Okay, you can see that second half, we start with that same note, right? But then we're going to tell a different story within this whole thing here, right? We're going to go to the B string and play this. We're going from the G string to the B string. B string, we're going to be on the 12th fret, okay? And then we're going to go up to the 14th fret and kind of bend that up. Do a little half bend there. And then we'll go back to 12, 10, and slide up to 12 again, just like this, okay? Just a few notes, right? And this is a great example for you of how you can take just a few notes, add some finesse, add your own flavor to it, and make those few notes sound really cool, or at least make them tell the story that you're wanting to tell with your guitar solo. Okay, now after that, we'll go through this last part here, and I'll throw up the tabs for the second half, okay? We'll play it together. After that, we go to something completely different, right? We're actually going to be on some of the lower notes up here. We're going to be on the G string, and we're going to use that same strategy of the alternate picking that we did earlier, but we're going to do this instead. And another difference, we'll talk about it after this. Here's what we're playing. What we're doing differently, of course, is we're having that open string throughout the lick there, okay? So we're going back to that each time, and that's the one that we're alternate picking with a little palm mute as well. Kind of gives it that edge, right? We're on the edge today. Don't fall off the edge. In any case, the notes that we're fretting here, let's go through that first. I like to break it down like this first. So what are the notes we're playing? Then we can add the open string alternate pick, and it just kind of makes things come together easier. So we're going to be fretting G string, frets 9, okay? 9, 6, 7, 2, and 4. So almost sounds like that 80s phone number song. That's 867-5309. Okay, we're off on that. Anyway, that's what we're playing here. So now we just add in the open string and the alternate picking with a little palm mute, okay? All right, so let's put that together. I'll throw the tabs up for you, and let's play through that second half there. Do not have my free practice guide, Metal Riffs and Licks, grab a copy of that. There's a link in the description. That guide has literally helped thousands of guitar players just like yourself. Give that away free to all of my YouTube subscribers. On that note, I also have a paid Guitar Academy, okay? Get my free stuff first. I always say, watch my videos, get my guide, see if my style is for you. It might not be for you, and that's okay, but do that first. If you like what I'm doing here, then definitely consider joining my Guitar Academy called Jason Stallworth Guitar Academy. A quick update on the lead guitar course that I've been creating for quite some time now. Oh man, I've got the melodic part of that done. So it's called Melodic Shredder. We decided on the name. You guys helped me with that. I did a poll a while back, so thank you for helping with that. The name doesn't change anything. I was going to call it Melodic Soloist or Melodic Shredder. A little over 50%, I think it was like right down the middle, a little over 50% of you said Melodic Shredder. And to be just completely transparent with you, I'm going to use Melodic Shredder partially because it's going to be better for what's called SEO, for search engine optimization. It's going to kind of like make it stand out a little bit. Doesn't change the contents of the course. It's not going to be like an onslaught of just let's shred up and down the neck and that's all we do. Again, melodic. We're really focused on the melodies, really more than anything else. And I like to give you guys this stuff. I like to give you guys this information because I mean, it lets you know, well, what am I doing? Why am I doing things? I want you guys to be involved in this stuff, right? So in any case, the course, I was going to have it released just yesterday, January 31st. And man, this has been a monster, guys. I've got to push the date up one more week, and what I've decided to do is to release this as like a part 1, part 2, and possibly a part 3, because there's so much I want to add to this. By the way, if you're part of the Jason Stallworth Guitar Academy, you don't have to do anything. It's just going to pop up. I'll let you know when it's out there, of course. I'm looking for the release to be this next coming Friday, which is, I got to look at my calendar real quick. Friday, February 7th, okay? So that's when the melodic part of the course will be released. Again, I'm still getting the tabs together, man. The tabs are an absolute monster for me, so it's just taking me a little bit longer to get that together. Of course, I've got to put them in certain parts of the videos and that sort of thing too. But that's coming, so yeah, February 7th, I'll have the melodic, I will call that part 1 piece of it. There's a lot of content in there because I go through a lot of other things. You've got several solos to work on, techniques. I even dig a little bit into the theory side of things. You guys know I don't really think about theory when I'm playing guitar solos, but there are some things that I'm sharing with you that I do feel like can help you. I plan to have the shred part of it because we're doing a whole section on shred guitar as well, and of course integrating melodies in with the fast stuff, right? So that's going to be available. I plan to have that by the end of February. I'm hoping a little sooner than that. And I might have some more stuff I put into the course later after that. You guys know, if you've been with me long enough, you know I like to make updates, and as we go through things and based on your feedback, I always go in and make things better. I mean, that's just, I want you guys to have something that's helpful to you, and I want you to be just as proud of this thing as I am, because we're all doing this together. So any case, I appreciate all the support, guys. Leave me any comments below if you have any questions, and thank you so much for watching my lessons. And again, if you're part of the Jason Stallworth Guitar Academy, you have the tabs and backing tracks for this lesson that we just went through. And by the way, that's another thing I provide in the Academy. I've got courses in there. I'm creating more courses to go in there, a lot of content, but I'm constantly updating the lessons. I'm providing the tabs and backing tracks for all of my YouTube lessons, so you can log in when these videos like this are put out there, and you can just download the tabs and the backing tracks there. So guys, thank you once again for all the support, for watching the channel and being a part of this cool thing that we do with metal guitar. Guys, keep it metal and keep playing music.